In 1963, I came here to UND and played through 1967, and I'm like a lot of people that still bleed green. And when you look back, I played on three of the greatest teams in UND's history, two of which are in the Hall of Fame right now, and I've got a lot of fond memories.
My goal was to meet every UND Letterwinner, and that's been a joy for me to be been very lucky to have that experience, not only with the coaches and all the many, many great athletes and great kids and great experiences, but to get to meet all those alumni and really feel that deep tradition and that loyalty and that pride. It's really a special feeling. It's a special place. Anybody who's ever been here knows that.
Well, I came to the University of North Dakota in 1974. Came from Zeeland, North Dakota, 9-man football, and when I was 10 years old, I read about the '66 team beating the Bison in the Fargo Forum, and at that time I always wanted to be a Sioux athlete.
I had good teammates around me, I had good coaching, and it was just a formula for success. And I think it also goes along with the overall atmosphere of the University of North Dakota.
And the one thing we say as coaches is I love the game of football, but I love the people that play the game more.
You know, when at homecoming, when the alumni come back on the Friday afternoon practice, it's a light practice, and Coach Lennon has the team come over and take a knee, and one by one the alumni can come up and introduce themselves, when they played, where they're from, and that's a very emotional moment. A lot of schools don't do that. It's very emotional for these people to come back and in a few seconds tell them about what this means to them. The experience, their teammates, the stories, the wins, the losses, but it's also great for those young kids that are sitting there that are going to play the next day. They start to understand what it means, you know, what it's all about. I've had guys that played in the 1920s tell me when they come back, this is what it's all about. There's this band of brothers, this brotherhood. You never lose. You know, you're always a Fighting Sioux football player and family member. And it's overwhelming at times. And that's why all these guys are involved in this committee. It's special, it's real, and it's ongoing. And that's what's so fun about it.
Once in a while, I emphasize to the team and to the players is that today they are sitting on that field. When they're sitting in the Alaris Center, they're sitting on that field with their lifelong friends. These are guys that they're going to call 20 years from now. They're going to call during the good times. They're going to call during the down times. The friends you make in college are going to be lifelong friends.
That first couple weeks when you come in as a freshman and you're dormed up with the other freshmen coming in, and you make some true friends that are going to last a lifetime, and that just grows throughout the 4 or 5 years that you're here, and it just develops into great friendships.
It's not only from the team and the teammates that you had while you were here, but now as you come back as an alum, it's the older guys, the guys I'm meeting with now for the first time, but there's the team and the family atmosphere instantly. It's like a fraternity, although you didn't play with those guys. That's exactly what it is. It's one giant family.